Hi everyone, Julia Watts here. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I received a request to show this kind of technique that we're going to be doing. So I thought we'd just do a little video just to show you. So you can see there, I'm on YouTube and my channel is called @Julia Watts, and we're going to be making what I'm calling a halo card. Not sure how else to describe it, but that's what we're going to do. So we're going to start off, and we get one of the tools we're using is the Mama Makes Rotate Mate, and you can get that from all the W's mamamakesstore.co.uk. There's usually a 1 to 2 week wait because they are actually all made by the guys at Mama Makes, Lottie and her husband Esteban. So you get 2 pieces in here, and I've done many demos, both live and I think I've actually recorded some. You get 2 pieces, one for a 4-inch and one for a 5-inch, and for the 4-inch you use the 2 together in your stamping platform. We're going to be doing a 5-inch piece of card, and this is actually watercolour card because I've got an image that I've cut out and it was in watercolour, so I want the 2 to match, and it's Sentimentally Yours hot press watercolour card. And the idea is that we're going to do this kind of thing. I'm obviously going to use different images. So this is the Fairy Hug Sunken Ship, and I've used the teeny icon set, or teeny ocean icon set rather, around the edge. You get 6 in that set, and I've used the crab and the starfish, as you can see, and I've added a sentiment. So that's what I call a halo. It's like a little arc over the top, if you like. So there's that one, and I've also done this one here with Rindo, who's balancing on the woodland door. Again, these are fairy hugs, and I've used a couple of the mini fireflies to create that halo effect and the little magic sentiment. So we're going to be doing something like that. You can also do it with a similar thing. This was from a Facebook Live or a YouTube Live, and you could do the circle of images, those little bees from Sentimentally Yours, and pop a sentiment in there, so, or Christmas, whatever you want to. You can also use the Rotate Mate to make a full-on pattern and have a sentiment in the middle. And also it works really well. Oh, by the way, that's a video as well that you can see from a live, and this is again from a live. This is Sentimentally Yours, and that's using some little icons from the Shabby Corners stamp set that Sentimentally Yours do. So you can use the Rotate Mate in lots of different ways, but we're going to concentrate on this kind of thing. Okay, so we are going, first of all, we're going into our stamping platform, and we're going to actually stamp the main image. Excuse my messy base, but as always, I'm very tight, and I want to use my paper to the full extent. So just secure that. So we're going to do the main image first, and this time we're going to use the wild mushrooms from Fairy Hugs. And we're going to pop this down first. So we're creating our kind of background, if you like, and we're making the scene basis. So we pop our beautiful wild mushrooms down there. Let's pop another magnet in. Oh, let's get it down here. Just about squeeze it in there. And we're going for our VersaFine Clair, the black one, which I haven't got out. There it is. So Nocturne VersaFine Clair. You want a nice juicy ink pad for these kind of silhouette stamps. Lots of tapping. The beauty of the platform, of course, is that if it's not dark enough, or if you miss a bit, you can go in again. You can get all Fairy Hugs products from my website, juliawattscrafts.co.uk, for shipping to UK addresses. If they're not in stock, then just click on the email when available button, and I normally get a delivery from Fairy Hugs once or twice a month because they're based in America. And then you can also get them from fairyhugs.com for worldwide shipping as well. Okay, let's have a look at that. Oh, I've missed a bit in the middle. You can get a ring for the Nocturne Versafine Claire, and I do currently have some in stock, so if you need that, and if you're shopping, do add it to your basket. You will find that watercolour card is a lot more difficult to stamp onto. I mean, this is smooth, but in that it absorbs the ink very quickly, so 9 times out of 10 you'll need to stamp twice. There we go. There's our wonderful woodland mushrooms, sorry, wild mushrooms. Get confused, there is a woodland mushrooms as well, but it's totally different. I love the movement that there is with this, and of course you've got different patterns, you've got the spots and you've got the lines as well. That's our main image. Put this back on the acetate so I don't lose it. And all of my stamps, I cut the top off, the hangy bit, and I write down what they are, and then they're stored in a box. There's 3 different sizes mainly, and I've got 3 boxes. So then we want Lorella, and for Lorella I'm not going to actually stamp her because I've got her already stamped and coloured in, so she's going to sit on there like so. She could sit on this one if you wanted her to, so she could be really high up. That's the beauty of, you know, kind of messing about. Oh, sorry, my cat is making a noise. There he is. Good old Ed. So I think actually, should we have a, I think I'm going to have her down there because I want the halo to come round there, but obviously you can decide when you want to have it. Shh. And I'm going to stamp a sentiment as well. I've got kindness is free, sprinkle it everywhere. Again, a fairy hugs sentiment. So we're going to get that on here as well. And then we're going to look at the halo part of it. So let's make sure that's nice and straight. Oh, it's so noisy. Shush. Where's my magnet? There it is. Oh, leave that alone. Is that straight? Yes. We bet Lorella. And again, I'm going to do that in black. Let's just hope the cat doesn't jump on the desk. Lots of dodgy things happen when the cat jumps on the desk. I'm just going to go again because I'm a little bit, I could do with cleaning some of these stamps. That's better. And then we'll bring our rotate mate in, and we'll, I mean, you could put a birthday message on there, whatever you want to. Obviously this is just an example of how you can do this technique. So next we want the rotate mate. Don't need all these magnets. And as I said, we've got a 5-inch piece of card here, so it works in all of the sort of 12-inch or 8x8 kind of stamping platforms, and you want to put it right into the corner, and then we want to slot this in. Let's go for this position. Let's see. Let's have it this way so I can see exactly where Lorella is going to go. Pop a magnet on. So Lorella is going to go here. I just want to make sure that when I'm doing this halo in inverted commas that I'm not actually going to have it. I mean, I could stamp it so it went underneath because I'm going to stick her on top, but I don't want to do that really. I want to have it going all around her. So I'm going to use the little sparkle dots. This could be anything, as you saw with my examples. I've used the mini fireflies, and I've used the teeny icon set. there's all sorts of sets that you can do with it. What is this cat doing? He's all over the place. We can have, let's have the sparkle dust so it's actually the right way above her head, and then it'll come all the way around. I'm just going to check it that when, let's pick it up. I'm just going to check that when we go on this side, so here, that's going to go that side, so that's going to be fine. And we want to go over here. That's what we've just done. So we're going to miss one because it's a small. It's going to go under there like that. I think that's going to be fine. Right, we'll start doing it. Let's see if we do it here. I'm going to go another one. I'm going to do the start first, and you can see it really come together. Right, okay, we'll start there. So we're going to do this again in black. Everything's black. Doesn't have to be, but that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to just, because it's a small stamp, we can just shift one. The magnet keeps it in place. Another one. For this one, you just want to make sure that we're straight on the line there with the paper that's underneath. Get me making a mess. Every time. Now some stamps will give you more of a filled in image. You could put something in between if you wanted to. Put the ink on first, Julie. But because she's saying about the sparkle, sprinkle kindness, I thought this is like dust all around her, isn't it? Sparkle dust. And that one going in there, nice and straight. I mean, if you've got bigger images, you can miss two. There's lots of things you can do. There is a really nice small butterfly in one of the Flower Fairy sets, but I've been tidying up and I'm not sure where I put my box of Flower Fairies. I know I've not lost them. I've just tidied them somewhere. There's the dragonflies as well, and I'm not sure if we'll get another one of those in. Let's just go there. And let's see. Oh no, that's... Look. Oh, let's go for it. Shall we? No, I'm not going to actually, because if it goes over the word, that's going to annoy me. And that's like a half moon, so I do quite like that. So we're just going to stop there. Okay. Put away my sparkle dust. We can fetch this out of here now. So we'll just add a little bit of, because Lorella, I've actually coloured her in with two pinks from the Sentimental Yours watercolour blending brush pens. Don't know what set they come from because all mine are in colour order. So you've got like a coral pink here and a proper pink, as I call it. But they do, I mean, on the camera they're going to look very similar. Let's see if I can move that over. but I've got a darker one for the mushrooms. So we're just going to colour in, really basic colouring. You could watercolour if you wanted to, but we're just going to colour in the mushrooms. Like so. Got a dirty mark there. That's definitely where Lorella's going to sit, where that dirty mark is. You have to be quite careful that you haven't got any ink on the magnet. Okay. So we do all the dots. If you're doing this on dark paper, you could use your white gel pen to make them pop. And this is a dotty one. Watercolour card is really good. Again, it's a super smooth from Sentimentally Yours. I think I'll do this in the same colour as well. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then on the underneath, let's grab a really light, this one. I think I will use that one, but not yet. This is the one I want. This is really light. Hardly see it. I always swatch this, and it is on white card, so it's not going to be exactly the same. So if we do the undercarriage, I'm sure it's not called undercarriage. I'm sure it's got a proper name, this bit. I do like to kind of coordinate the foliage or the mushrooms with whatever the fairy's wearing. You could use the dragons as well. Rindo, you could use him, have him hanging off the edge. Just a little bit of colour. Obviously you can leave it just monochromatic if you wanted to, just like the ship that I did. And then we'll use this slightly darker one just to bring in the lines. It's only very subtly darker of the mushroom. These are such beautiful mushrooms. So again, these are the wild mushrooms from Fairy Hugs. You can obviously use these with other makes as well. The detail is just tremendous. I don't normally sit and colouring in front of you, but obviously you can fast forward if you want to. See, I'm not taking a lot of care. I would actually be a bit slower if I was doing this separately from you guys watching. But, you know, even with no care, or not a lot of care, it's actually quite simple to do. And these watercolour blending brush pens have got a really nice fine tip on them. I think we've got a bit of colour wherever I want it. Let's just put a little bit just on that bit there. Okay. So just on a bit of black card. And I might as well just do this all. So you can see it is a very waterfall swans heron. That's not what we're doing. This is obviously left over from a demo that I didn't get a chance to do when I was doing TV. You could actually do one of these with the waterfall and the heron, and you could put there's a little set called Woodland Flight, which are little tiny birdies. Because if you've got really tiny images, you can actually go in between and do the rotation again. So you do your first rotation and then you get another stamp and you go in between. I've got a dirty mark there, it drives me nuts. So just another piece of black card to just show it all off. and then we'll just pop Lorella to hide that dirty mark there. If you wanted to hide that dirty mark there, you can use bring in a caterpillar or a little bunny or anything really. In fact, I've probably got a gnome I can bring in. We'll have a look in a sec. See if I can find one. Grab my tweezers wherever I put them. I'm just going to turn her over, blot some of the ink off, the glue off, so that it doesn't ooze out, and then we'll pop Lorella on her toadstool, like so. Let's give her a good old press, make sure she's well and truly stuck. Let's just have a quick look. Yes. A packet of gnomes, so we could bring in, look, that's one of the that's one of the gnomes. That's either Corwin, Wilwin or Bilmin, one of them. So we can hide that dirty mark. In fact, we can even have him coming off of the page a little bit, which is quite a nice thing to do. I don't know, actually, I do think I just prefer it like that, so I'm going to suck up the dirty mark, but you absolutely could do that. Let me just hold it up so you can see a little bit closer. So you could actually absolutely bring him in and hide your dirty marks. Actually, no. Now I see it close, I'm going to stick him down. It does help to have things stuck, you know, stamped out and cut out, because then you can actually mess around a bit. Obviously, I'm very lucky because I have the majority of the Fairy Hugs catalogue to play with, and long may it continue. So I'm just blotting him off a little bit, and I think we're going to have him so that he is just down here, just off of the page a little bit, because I like that movement. Let's hope I don't get some other dirty marks on me. So there we are. We've got we've used the Rotate Mate to do what I call a halo card. We've got the wild mushrooms in the background with Lorella sitting on there. I've done my halo in inverted commas with the sparkle dust. We've got the sprinkle kindness sentiment, and we've got one of the gnomes. As I said, I can't remember which one it is. It's either Bilmin, Winwin or Corwin. All are in stock on my website, juliawattscrafts.co.uk. If there's anything that isn't available, just click on the email when available button, and when it's available, then you'll get an email. So thank you very much for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe on my YouTube channel. There's loads and loads of videos on there, and once again, thank you for watching today. Bye.